So I'm going to talk to you a little bit today about the best 5 North Carolina farm insurance companies, but I have to admit to you, I'm not in North Carolina. I'm actually in Tennessee right now. But this farm and some of the pictures you're going to see here in this video are from a town that I grew up in, not literally, but figuratively, because I spent a lot of summers here. And it's where I learned a lot about farming and about how much I love and want to preserve farms. But I am in Bell Buckle, Tennessee. So the first of the companies that I want to talk to you about is Westfield. Westfield has been around for over 100 years. They are very active in North Carolina, and one of the benefits that they have is they deal with larger agribusinesses in addition to just a family farm. So some of the different types of production, whether it be a slaughterhouse, it could be a mill. They can handle some of those larger agribusiness type of risks. And they also will do high-value homes, which not all of the farm insurance companies in North Carolina will actually handle something that's, $1 million plus. And some homes, on farms can be much larger. And so that's definitely a consideration. That's one of the reasons why we like to use them. Everett Cash Mutual is a carrier that we do a lot of business with because they will do large, small, unique. They are one of the largest writers of farm insurance in North Carolina, and they have a lot of endorsements that they offer, including some new ones on breweries and wineries, and they don't even have to have a farm attached. So that makes them really a very attractive company as well. And if you're talking about insurance for farms, you need to make sure that you are also including Markel, because they are one of the best carriers in North Carolina for equine risks. So if you have 1 horse or if you have 100 horses, if it's a full-scale business or you just happen to board a couple, these are all risks that Markel really excels at. I could not talk about farm insurance companies in North Carolina without mentioning Farm Bureau. And that's because they are the largest writer of farm insurance in North Carolina. I do not carry them, but I do know that they do a lot of business. They've been around for a long time, and they are part of the Farm Bureau family of companies. They do have one distinction between them and the carriers that we're doing business with, in the fact that they actually do just non-farm home and auto. And that's something that's actually been a real focus for them in recent years. But the carriers that we use are strictly for agribusiness. Well, as you can see, I'm actually back in North Carolina for my trip to Tennessee, but I wanted to finish up the last of the 5 of the top, actually best North Carolina farm insurance companies, and that would be Nationwide. They actually have a very robust program for your average farm owner. And in the past, where they normally would have brokered the agribusiness section of it, the production side of it, a cheesemaker and things like that, somebody who's actually doing something after the harvest or after actually having post-production. They actually now own a carrier that handles that for them, so it's all on nationwide paper. So that's, that's kind of a beneficial thing. And they are one of the larger writers in North Carolina of farm insurance. Now, after having heard me talk about the 5 top best North Carolina farm insurance companies, you may be wondering, okay, so really, are they all the same? And they are very similar in a couple of other aspects. One of the things that is very good about all of these companies is that Westfield, Everett Cash Mutual, Markel, North Carolina Farm Bureau, and Nationwide are all A-rated or better with AM Best, which means that they're financially sound and able to pay out at the time of a claim. You really want to make sure that you've got that taken care of. The other thing, though, that they are alike on is all of them have some specific guidelines and concerns that they have about agritourism. Agritourism, of course, is where you're having people out to your farm. And so dependent on the number of people that are coming, the kinds of things that you're doing, your company, whichever company you go with, may have some concerns. They may not be able to handle that particular risk. And so being upfront and honest, either from the very beginning when you're actually taking out a policy or when you finally decide to start adding that activity, make sure that you've made that discussion well known. And also, one of the things that you'll notice is in the actual written blog that I have for this particular topic, I have also included links to a 5-video series that I have on agritourism and safety. And so I hope that you will look at those resources because those will help you get prepared to get your farm ready for having people out. There's a lot of different topics that are thrown in over those 5 videos, and some of them could actually really help you when you get ready to talk about the insurance because you'll already be prepared for some of the safety precautions that will be necessary to make whichever company you go with happy. So what else am I really trying to get across here? Well, I'm trying to get across the point that you've got 5 awesome choices that you can make with your North Carolina farm insurance. Each of them is very different, and each of them has their own specific things that they are looking for and are able to do to meet their needs of their clients. And so you may be happy with the company you're with right now, or you may be curious about some of the other companies that are out there. You may need to discuss these kind of things with somebody, and I hope that you will consider giving me a call. You also can go to the link that's here in the actual attachment here on this video, and it will tell you a little bit more about how to reach me. We can schedule a 15-minute, no obligation conversation. Whatever is on your mind regarding North Carolina farm insurance companies, I'd be happy to answer your questions. I'll look forward to hearing from you.